Be the peace, blessings, and peace of God be upon you. Hello everyone in Junior 5. I am Mrs. Yasmin Yasser. I am going to be your math teacher for our lesson now. We studied in the previous lessons many ways to write decimals number. In today's lesson, we are going to study comparing decimals number. How can we make a comparison between two or more decimal number as written in the standard form? At the first, we put my eyes on the left, on the integral part, and make a comparison. And if they are the same, go to the next digit in the decimal part, then make a comparison. Let's take an example. Compare the following decimals by using greater than or less than or equals. Number 1. At the first, we put my eyes on the left, on the integral part, and make a comparison between them. We have 3 in the first number, and we have also 3 in the second number. Be the same, go to the next digit. In the decimal part, we have 2, and in the second number, we have also 2. Go to the next digit. The next digit is 0, and the next digit in the second number is 4. Now, which is greater, 0 or 4? 4. So, the first number is smaller than the second number, because when we hold place with 1, 0, the decimal part in the first number 204 and the decimal part in the second number 240. So 204 is smaller than 240. Number 2. At the first we put my eyes on the left on the integral part and make a comparison. The first number has 20 whole number, and in the second number has also 20 whole numbers. So, go to the next digit in the decimal part. The next digit is 7, and the next digit in the second number is 0. Now, which is greater? 7. So, the first number is greater than the second number, because when we hold the hundredth and the thousandth with 2 zeros, we found the decimal part in the first number 700 is greater than the decimal part in the second number 77. Number 3. At the first, we put my eyes on the left on the integral part and make a comparison. In the first number, we have 34 whole numbers, and in the second number, we have only 3 whole number, which is greater, 34. So the first number is greater than the second number. Number 4. At the first, we put my eyes on the left on the integral part. And the first number has 4. And in the second number has also 4. Now, be the same. Go to the next digit. The next digit is 1, and the next digit in the 10th place is also 1. Be the same, go to the next digit. The next digit is 2, and the next digit in the second number is 0, because we don't have any digits in the 100th place. So the first number is greater than the second number, because when we hold the thousandth place with 1 0, the decimal part in the first number 120 is greater than the decimal part in the second number 107. Number 5. At the first, we put my eyes on the left on the integral part and make a comparison. We have 2 in the first number, and we also have 2 in the second number. Be the same, go to the decimal part. The decimal part in the first number has 17, and the decimal part for the second number only has 8, Now, which is greater, 17 or 8? 17. So the first number is greater than the second number. Number 6, we have tenth. Tenth, it means we put the decimal point after one digit from the right. So we write 1234, then we put the decimal point after one digit. So we put the decimal point between 3 and 4. Now we need to make a comparison. We put my eyes on the left on the integral part and make a comparison. In the first number we have 99 whole number, and in the second number we have 123. Now, which is greater? 123. So the first number is smaller than the second number. Number 7. Thousandth. Thousandth, it means we put the decimal point after 3 digits. So we write 402. Then we put the decimal point after 3 digits from the right. Let's count with me. 1, 2, 3. Then we put the decimal point and hold the whole number with 0. Now B is the same. So we write equals. Number 8. We make a comparison from the left. We have 0 whole numbers and 0 whole numbers in the second number. The next digit is 0, and the next digit in the second number is also 0. So go to the next digit. The next digit is 1, and the next digit is 3. Which is greater, 1 or 3? 3 is greater. So the first number is smaller than the second number, because the decimal part in the first number has 13 is smaller than the decimal part in the second number 31. Number 9. At the first we put my eyes on the left on the integral part, then make a comparison. And the first number has 34 and the second number has also 34. Go to the next digit. In the decimal part we have the digit 2 and we have the digit 2 in the second number. Be the same. Go to the next digit. The next digit is 4 and the next digit in the second number is 2. Which is greater, 4 or 2? 4 is greater. So the first number is greater than the second number, because when we hold the thousandth place in the first number with 0, we find the decimal part 240 is greater than the decimal part in the second number 224. Number 10. 3000, and the second number 30 over 100. So we cross out 0 with 0. 3 over 10, it means 3 tenths. So we write 3 tenths. Now, which is greater, when we take 3 out of 1000 or when we take 3 out of 10? When we take 3 out of 10 is greater. The first number is smaller than the second number, because when we hold the 100 and the 1000 with 2 zeros, the decimal part in the first number has only 3, and the decimal part in the second number has 300, and 300 is greater than 3. Let's take another example. Arrange the following numbers in ascending order: 80 and 2100, 80 and 12,000, 8 and 102,000, 8 and 12,000, 80 and 900. We need to arrange this number in ascending order. So we start from the smallest number, followed by the next smaller number, and end with the largest number. Now, to make a comparison between them, we put my eyes on the left on the integral part. This number has 80. And this number has 80, has 8, has 8, has 80. We start from the smallest number, 8. Now, we have two numbers, has 8. In the integral part, be the same. Go to the decimal part. The decimal part has 102. And the decimal part has here 12. Which is the smallest? 12 or 102? 12 is the smallest. So we start with 8 and 12,000. 8 and 12,000. Then the next smaller number is 8 and 102. Now we have three numbers. Has 80 in the whole numbers. So we're going to the decimal part. This number has 210. And this number has 12. And this number has 90. We hold the thousands place with 0. Which is the smallest? 210 or 12 or 90? 12 is the smallest. So the third number is 80 and 12,000. And the fourth number is 80 and 90,000. And the largest number is 80 and 210,000. 80 and 210,000. That's all we have for our lesson now. Thank you for all.